name's Ryan. It is awesome to be here at Siegel Center today. And man, I look at our Raider fans, and on behalf of everybody here, we want to thank you guys. We want to thank VCU Ram Nation for who you are and your dedication to our program. You guys are the lifeblood of what we do. It was 2 weeks ago on a Friday. We had just beaten St. Bonaventure in the A-10 tournament, so we advanced to the semifinals. And I had a media member in DC came up to me, and we had a pretty good crowd on that Friday, if I remember correctly. We had a good crowd on that Friday. And he said, hey, do you think Ram fans are going to come up here in big numbers this weekend to watch the Rams play? And I very rarely look at anybody like they're crazy. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I absolutely looked at them like they were nuts. Of course, the Ram Nation was going to come out, and we had two of the best games in the atmosphere you could ever imagine. I've been watching DC. So you guys are doing this a round of applause. Well, it's an exciting day here at the Siegel Center, and we are thrilled to welcome new people to our family. And that's what we are, right? We know the all these faces, I see so many of you. We are a huge family here at VCU. Before I get going and we get to the more important stuff, I want to welcome the Martelli family. You guys. Nathan and Philip, you guys, it's been a kind of crazy couple of weeks, hasn't it been for you guys? A ton of fun and a ton of highlights. But more than anything, I want you guys to know that you're sitting in a building right here, Siegel Center, 1200 West Broad Street, that some of the best memories of your life will take place right here in this building. You'll sit right over here, section 5 to section 6, you'll be right behind your dad, and you'll have 8,000 people 19 times a year that has your dad's back and your team's back. And you will remember those for the absolute rest of your life. And I welcome you to VCU. You're living in a phenomenal place, and you guys are in for quite a ride. I asked my daughter today, I said, she was on the way up here, she's 14. I said, Lucy, tell me your best VCU memory. I want to hear it from like, okay, we all have great VCU memories. And Lucy said, she thought about it for a second, she said, that one time we beat Syracuse. I was like, all right, I said, did you want to tell me about this? She's like, yeah, and I thought about it. Here she is, she's like 10 years old, and we're playing in the Bahamas, and we beat Syracuse. And you guys are going to have memories just like that. And maybe, I have to tell you, here, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but here in this building, it goes very quickly. We talked about, what was it, like 3 weeks ago, that we were on that bus heading to Houston with Miguel and Aiden, and they were both under 5. And I was just worried that my kids were just going to run up and down. Ed, I think it was like a day and a half ago that we were in Atlantis and waiting for a bus, and Hannah was 12 years old, and I thought to myself, we're all going to work for Hannah one day after having a conversation with Hannah, and as it turns out, that's probably right. So it goes by fast, and you are in a community that's going to love you, and you're going to love living in Richmond, Virginia, and so we welcome you. All right, so about another week ago, I was in Denver a day ago. It was the Wednesday practice. You guys would take shots, and it was, we're just kind of getting used to things on the Wednesday practice. This Denver columnist, this newspaper columnist, comes up to me. He had a little bit of kind of an attitude about it. I couldn't understand like his tone, but he looks at me and he says, hey, why is VCU so good? And he just paused. I thought to myself, well, that kind of struck me. Like, he had kind of like a twitcher. He's like, why is VCU so good? And I thought about it for a split second, and first of all, I thought, that's pretty cool. Here we are 1,800 miles away from the Siegel Center, and I've got a guy in Denver, Colorado asking me why VCU is so good. And I answered it this way. I said, first of all, we have phenomenal players, is what we do. And also in the school, we hire sensational coaches that then take these players to heights that we've never seen before. We've done that each and every step. When you look at the banners behind us, and it is hard to get those banners. It cannot stop the coaches. There has to be alignment with not only the players, you guys have to do what your coaches want to do, and the coaches with our administration here at VCU. And that alignment is no better anywhere in the country than it is here at the VCU Athletic Park with our athletic director, Andy Bluff, for sure. It can't stop there either. if it gets sideways after we ever walk in our president's office, we cannot have the success that we have in getting all these banners that we have here at the Siegel Center. And so, Dr. Rao, again, congratulations on a phenomenal day. But even there, it does not end with Dr. Rao. There's got to be a line between what Dr. Rao wants and our board of visitors. And we have a sensational board of visitors who often do not get credit in situations like this. So I'd like to bring to the stage Todd Hayward, who is in his 8th year as a member of our board of visitors. He's the director of the DOD, and he will talk a bit. Ironically, speaking of family, I'm pretty sure that Todd's daughter Lily and my son Riley are actually in the same English class right now. Small world, biggest small town in the state in the world.